Hello once again, witchy people. So, sorry about the noise, I'm boiling the kettle. I need coffee. I'm in the new home. I have been since December the 11th or the 12th I moved in. Anyway, so I am here. It is not anywhere near being completed as yet. So the kitchen needs to be done, my craft shed needs to be built. I mean, it is built, but it needs to be finished building. The spare room needs to be done, and Mary's room needs to be done. My bedroom is sort of done, and the lounge is sort of done. If I stand here, you can barely see it. There's a big white building there. That's my craft shed. Yeah, I mean, it's a big garden. Flowers from my mummy. So yeah, it's taking a lot longer than we had hoped for, but we are getting there. There's not really much to say. I have been trying to keep up with videos, but it's really difficult. Cinnamon tires me out so much, I go to bed at 9 o'clock. And during the day I'm so busy chasing after her and cleaning up after the cats. Who knew that having indoor cats was so difficult and expensive? Yeah, so the cats are indoor cats at the moment. They really don't want to go outside. Don't blame them. The weather's been absolutely dire. But I know, and I'm not wearing black. It's weird, isn't it? You two stay in there. So, I'm in my hallway. You have to excuse everything because I've been trying to clean. And let's turn you round. How do I turn this round? This is not the same as making a video, is it? Making a call, is it? Anyway, the cats have their cat tree. That's part of the... No, that's not. That's the... Right. There's the cat tree. There it is. See, they have their own bed. None of this at the top is going to stay here. I need new shelves built. But the cat tree is like 6 foot something tall. Oh, I lit the fire for the first time. And it was lovely. It was absolutely beautiful. I took a video. Of course I did. It's fire. Everyone's a bit of a pyromaniac. Yeah, but it kind of helped cement that the house was becoming a home. It's a bit dark in here at the moment. I'm going to have to mute the TV because I don't want to be have my video taken off air because it's breaking rules. Yeah, so I hate vertical blinds. That's my view out the window. And all back here at night is, you can see the lights from the docks. So, yeah, it's sort of done, but it's not done. So I've got my books up on my shelf, and yeah, it's taking a lot longer than what anyone thought it would. I'm going to pop you down there. So, I am trying to get my practice back on track. I don't know when that's going to happen because half of my stuff is still in storage and half of it is scattered around in boxes and all sorts. And there's that part of me that, because I haven't been able to practice properly in so long now, I feel like a huge part of me is missing. And I think Trish, Beanbag Hagbag, kind of brought it home for me a little bit when she said, well, what do witches do when they're not witching? You're still a witch, you still do everyday things, and you're still a witch when you do those things. It's just that at the moment, I think you would find me moving into this home and witch blessing it, shall we say, is a bit boring. So I still have like, I can't put salt on the floors. Simply because it would ruin the woodwork. I have actually used brine salt water to clean all around the window frames and the door frames, and sort of like blessed it to make sure that, you know, good comes in and evil goes out, basically. That's been the main thing, and that's taken a while. I've also used a little bit of basil, sort of infused the water with basil, and also a bit of rosemary, because I want it to be, it's quite difficult moving in somewhere where the house is not yours. It has to be partly as a remembrance for Mary. She has to remember that this is her home, so it's got a lot of her furniture in it, and things are where she would like to, so the food is still where the food was kept and things like that. And I'm trying to not let my discomfort with not being able to do things the way I want affect how the house feels. And it is very much trying to put, I want good vibes here. I want Mary to feel like it's her home and she's welcoming us into her home rather than us welcoming her. And so, yeah, I do feel a bit usurped, a bit out of place at the moment. It's having to get used to it. And I think the weather being as it is has not helped at all. We need a few days of really nice weather so that I can go out and I can check out what's going on. I can trim the garden up, cut back the apple tree, and all that wood. Oh, I'm going to burn it in the fire. I did actually do the fire. Like I said, I filmed it, but that's in my fireplace. With the screen on the front. The screen is actually, oh crikey, Mary's had it for more years than I care to remember. I think it was her mum's before it was hers. Certainly, like I said, the house was built in 1953, I do believe. And I have photographs of the house being built. And the fireplace has been there since then. And yeah, everything is, and we've taken a couple of walls down, but not major walls, only like where there used to be a boiler in the kitchen and things like that. We've taken down one of the walls so that we can fit the oven in. But it is strange trying to sort of like get that witchy me here. Mary used to be very, very religious. She's not now. Before she was religious, she was very much, I can only say hippie. She was very daring. But, yeah, there's the dogs. Trying to not put too much of myself in here whilst putting myself in here. It's a fine balance. So, yeah, I mean, most of the books on the bookshelf are, I mean, she'll love some of them. Anything to do with like old wives' tales and folk history and folk tales and all that sort of thing she'll love. I don't know what she's going to make of my actual witchy books. And all my CDs are there as well, and I don't think she's going to like those either. I do have a lot of 60s and 70s, and 70s is definitely her era for music. But yeah, it's all very iffy at the moment. So what I'll do is I'll go and see to my dogs, make sure my cats are okay. I will try to put in the video of the fire because it is so beautiful. And like I said, hopefully in collecting a lot of the wood from the garden, like the apple wood, hazelnut tree needs to be put back, the fir tree needs to be set back, and we're going to dry that out and use that for next Yule. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of nice wood there, and I will get to hopefully film some of that, you know, but I don't want to spook Mary out so much. Sorry, every time I haven't seen her in quite a long time, face to face. But I did do a face call with my husband whilst he was visiting his mum. And every time you face call it, she touches the screen and turns you off by accident. Oh dear. But yeah, she's doing well, and we hope to get her home within a month, and that's when things will really start to hopefully fall in place. Even if it's not the routine I want, it will be a routine, and that will help, I do believe, in everyday life. So I will carry on with my blessing the rooms and putting crystals out. And once again, I will say with the crystals, I haven't used any specific crystals. I've just gone through my crystal collection, and what I felt is needed at the time is what I've put in a room. So I've had selenite pyramids out sometimes, and quartz towers, different tumble stones from obsidian to green moss agate, a lot of green moss agate. And it's just what feels comfortable at the time, what the room needs. And I think it's worked, because most people that come in, especially into the lounge, have said it's very, very comfortable. It's a comfortable place. It's comfy and it's warm and it's cosy. And that's the feeling I'd like. Now I'm going to go and check the dogs, and I'll leave you with a little bit of crackling fireplace. Thank you very much for watching, witchy people. I will be back very soon, and I will get you the recipe. I'll try to put it in the, I remember to put it in the description box below, of what I used to wash down the door frames. So it's basil, rosemary, salt, water, basically. And a little bit of selenite ground up in it as well, because I had a lot of selenite left over. Anyway, I'm going. I'll leave that recipe down below. Okay? Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I will be back properly, hopefully, in a month or so. It's just taking so long. But anyway, thank you for being there, and I will be here. And I will start watching you all again. I'm watching you. I do. I love watching your videos. So thank you so much for everyone else who's kept going and, you know, stayed with me during this period as well. But also for all those other people that, through everything we've been through in the last few years, and the very eventful year that I've had throughout last year, have kind of like included me in their practices almost, and helped me keep going. And whether they've realised it or not, that's what they've done. So there we go. Right, definitely going now. Enjoy the fire. I'll be back soon. Bye for now, witchy people.